Hello viewers, you're watching Eco TV International News, our broadcasting for viewers in the Gambia and around the world. We now begin with our headlines. Ahmed Jite rejects a second primary race. President Adama Barrow inaugurated 54-kilometer Sabat Sanja Road. Tourist arrivals helped boost foreign reserve to $464 million. Momodu Sabali reboots those who say he had no moral authority to be a demo. Those were the headlines. We now have the news in detail. A top aspirant for the National People's Party ticket in the Brikama Area Council chairmanship election, Ahmed Jite, had said he will not take part in any second primaries. Mr. Jite further declared that he was the winner of the first round of the primaries held last week. In that election, Jite scored 33 votes against CDC's 30, but party officials said one of his votes was invalid and therefore called for a rerun on Tuesday. Jite's campaign said the disqualification of the winning vote was a robbery. Speaking in an audio he released on Saturday, Mr. Jite said he is not going to take part in any more primaries as he had already won in the first one. Yesterday, he took his social media page stating, "As I clearly stated in my recorded audio, I want to make it very clear to everyone that I won the first round of the National People's Party primaries for Brikama Area Council. I am not participating in any other primaries. If you want to deny me my victory, go ahead. Our next line of action shall be communicated to all of you genuine Gambians and supporters of the truth. Until then, we leave everything in the hands of Allah." Meanwhile, over the weekend, the National People's Party issued a statement on the matter. The National People's Party held its first ever selection of candidates for the forthcoming mayoral and chairmanship election on Wednesday, the 8th March 2023, at the various regions and municipalities across the country. This selection for the chairmanship candidate in West Coast is inclusive as there was a tie between two candidates, Ahmed Jite and CDCC. As a result, the National Executive Committee for National People's Party will converge a run-off schedule on Tuesday, the 14th of March 2023 at 12 noon between Mr. Jite and Mr. Cisse. President Adama Barrow on Saturday formally inaugurated a 54-kilometer long road running through Sabat, Sukoto, Bambali, Sarakunda, and Giant Sanjal in the North Bank region. Speaking at the inaugural ceremony at Sarakunda, the president promised to electrify the region. "I am not just a politician. My government is a less talk, more action and oriented regime. We will continue the trend as long as we here. We will continue to monitor and inspect the roads, and anything that you are not satisfied with, if you contact us, the contractor will fix." Sabat Sanjal parliamentarian Alaji Sabu Sise said the construction of the road has been lauded by farmers, business people, students, and commuters who endured manifold difficulties in the road over the years. He thanked the Barrow government for heeding to their plight and constructing the most important road in the North Bank region, and expressed his hope that electricity will follow suit. He urged the people of the region to back President Adama Barrow going forward. "He is the one working for us now, therefore we should rally behind him," Mr. Cisse concluded. Sabat Sanjay Chief Malik Low told the meeting, "If you are given what you never had, you had to do something you have never done before. What we had today is lacking in other consequences, therefore we should embrace it and be thankful to Allah." The Gambia registered a significant boost to the arrival of tourists last year. According to the passenger analysts at the airport, 61,400 tourists arrived in the country between October and December 2022, compared to 42,653 in the same period in 2021. The significant improvement in the number of tourists has boosted tourism revenue and helps the country generate foreign exchange reserves. According to a report by Bloomberg, the central bank governor Buasedi said visitors to the country jumped by 56% to 182,795 in 2022, helping boost foreign exchange reserves to $464 million this year. During the fourth quarter onwards, the inflow of the foreign currency was enhanced significantly, Governor Sedi said in an interview at an Association of African Central Bank conference in Senegal recently. He said there was a large recovery in tourists in the remittance flows were sustained. The World Bank is helping the Gambia with a $68 million program to boost tourism infrastructure over the next 5 years. Traditionally, the majority of tourist arrivals has been from the United Kingdom, UK. The United Democratic Party campaign manager Mamadou Sabali has defended his decision to participate in the Friday's anti-corruption protest following criticisms that he has no moral authority to preach against corruption. In 2019, a government-wide paper on the Jano Commission, a report which looked into the financial activities of the former president Yahya Jammeh. His family and close associates banned Mr. Sabali from holding public office for life after the commission found him to have committed economic crimes. But how can you participate in stealing $1 million from the central bank and still go out to address corruption protests? These people are fake, pure and simple. 6 and 9 are really entertainers. Economist and political Alhaji Kura wrote. But reacting to the criticism, Mr. Sabali said, well, passionately for those claiming the lack of moral authority, a preach against corruption, that are the same people who cry and foul over the setting up for commissions of inquiry as a political weapon. This had been my passionate view too. People like Alhaji Kura are the ones bereft of moral authority to comment on such matters because of their inconsistency and political hypocrisy when it comes with the matters of political interests, Mr. Sabali said. This brings us to the end of our today's newscast bulletin. But before we take a leave of you, let's take a recap on our top stories. Ahmad Jite rejects a second primaries. President Adama Barrow inaugurates a 54-kilometer Sabat Sanja road. Tourist arrivals help boost foreign reserve to $464 million. Mamadou Sabali reboots those who say he had no moral authority to be a demo. Those were the stories of our today's newscast. Thank you for joining us. With your presenter, Maria McGillen. Do have a pleasant day.